Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making spaghetti with meatballs, so stay tuned and we'll get started. So to get started, you want to use about 4 pieces of white bread. In my case, I use some leftover French bread, and you want to soak it in about 1/4 of a cup of milk, just enough to get the bread wet. After about a minute or so, you want to go ahead and mash it up into tiny pieces. You guys, make sure that this looks like baby food. This is gonna take the place of breadcrumbs. We're basically making our own, and this is gonna be much better. And then also I did use about 1/4 of an onion, a yellow onion, and you want to go ahead and lightly cook that down until translucent. The reason why you want to do that is because we do not want to add raw onions. Also for your mixture, you want to add some fresh parsley. Your cooked onions, make sure they are completely cooled before adding them to your bread mixture. And I did also use 1 egg. And I know some people don't like that. If you absolutely hate eggs, just leave it out, you guys. And I used about, I want to say 3/4 of a cup of freshly grated Parmigiano. Fresh is always best, you guys. I used 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and I gave it a good mix. Now, the reason why we are doing this first is because we do not want to handle the meat too much. To get the softest, tenderest meatballs ever, you want to go ahead and do as little mixing as possible. So just break it up as much as you can. Rub your bread mixture around it without so that when you actually put your hands in there, you have to do it as little as possible, about 4 times, I would say. And you guys, there is no going around it. You will have to use your hands. Using a mixture, you're gonna end up with really tough meatballs, and we do not want that. So wash your hands really well and go ahead and give this a mix. Once you see it well incorporated, you are done. Again, you do not want to over mix unless you want to eat cement balls. So please do not use a mixer or anything like that. Just use your hands and that will get the job done. Next, you want to go ahead and start rolling up your meatballs, and I like to just go palm size, or golf size is also good. You can use one of those little cookie cutter, those you guys know, the cookie scoops. But I just go ahead and I use a spoon and I roll them up. And again, you do not want to over handle your meat. That is like a surefire way to end up with tough meatballs. And again, that is our number 1 thing that we want to avoid. You want these to be soft and tender. So yeah, go ahead and use up all of your meat. If they are not perfectly round, you are good anyways. So go ahead and heat up a skillet, and basically what we're gonna do is start searing our meatballs. Now you only need to do this on the top and the bottom. You do not need to do all sides. This is just gonna give the that searing flavor, and also give us a great base for our sauce, because we need the little, there's gonna be some leftover residue on the bottom of your pan, and we actually need that for the flavor. It's called a I believe it's a fond, F-O-N-D. But yeah, go ahead and sear them on both sides. You want to do this for about 3 to 4 minutes on medium heat. And because we are using ground beef, you do not need to add oil because it will release its own fat. Now, when you are making meatballs, you want to use, you know, the best ground beef. So do the lowest in fat, because as you can see, they're going to release the fat anyways. So once you're done doing that, go ahead and remove your meatballs and start making your sauce. I used about I want to say a little bit under half of a yellow onion with a little bit of olive oil if needed, and just cook that until translucent. I then added my minced garlic. I used about 4 to 6 cloves depending on the size, and just go ahead and cook that down until it is fragrant. You then want to add your crushed tomatoes and go ahead and start cooking them down. You also, it's good to season at this time. I used Italian seasonings, about 1 tablespoon, but always season according to taste with whatever you guys, the flavors that you guys like to use, whatever is comfortable for your palate. So yeah, I just gave this a good good mix, and I did season with a little bit of salt and pepper, which of course it is always to taste. Again, whatever makes it comfortable for you guys. You guys know if you guys like your food salty or if you like it less salty, if you're trying to be healthy and not get so bloated. But yeah, go ahead and give that a good mix. I did end up adding 2 of the crushed canned tomatoes to make enough, because what you want to do is basically a bath for your meatballs. This is gonna be like the jacuzzi for them. So yeah, go ahead and add your meatballs back in once you bring your sauce to a simmer. And you guys make sure that you cover them completely. So scoop some sauce over them. And if there's any, as you can see, there's some juices from the meatballs on the plate. Add that in, you guys. Please do not discard that. That is flavor. So yeah, go ahead and cover your meatballs. Bring this to a boil, because you want to make sure that it is hot. These are kind of big, so you want to make sure they are completely cooked, and then bring your heat down to a simmer. Now at this time, you also want to cook your noodles, and like I always say, you guys, regardless of the instructions, cook them for about 5 minutes. You always want to let them finish cooking with your sauce. But again, it depends on what kind of noodles you are using. If you're using good quality noodles, they do take less time to cook. So always, you know, just basically 2 minutes under. And what I like to do, again, marrying the pasta to the sauce, I scoop mine out. If some pasta water goes with it, perfect, because that is flavor, you guys. And please don't ever add olive oil to your noodles while they're cooking, because that makes your sauce not stick to your noodles. So go ahead and scoop some of your homemade marinara into your noodles, and that way you are marrying the sauce, because you want to go ahead and give them a very good mix before adding your meatballs on top. And you want to make sure that your sauce is piping hot, because it needs to cook your noodles all the way. And as you can see, these are perfect. And then you want to go ahead and add your meatballs on top, and wow, doesn't this look great, you guys? And we haven't even garnished it, but there we go. I used some fresh parsley, and you could not forget to make it rain with that Parmigiano. That is my favorite, but use which one you like. But yeah, you guys, we are at the end of the video. I hope that you guys like it. I hope that you make this for your family, and let me know if you do. Hi guys, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you like my videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!